Does this not look like two guys who desperately want to play together? Immediately after USA won gold, Laker fans are cooking up trades to get Steph Curry to LA. But that's not the only super team people want to see. Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant had a serious bromance going on. KD even showed his new little bro how to fix his jumper. But there's two other super teams that could happen from these Olympics, and I know it's fun to think about, but it's not impossible. In 2008, LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh hatched a plan to one day play together, which became the Miami Heat. Steph, KD, and Andre Iguodala bonded first, winning gold at the 2010 World Cup before winning chips in Golden State. I mean, when 12 guys get together to accomplish something special, it creates a bond. Just listen to how Chris Paul described it back in 2008.
There was a group of us that played cards every single night for 35 straight days. That's when a lot of the relationships that you see were sort of forged.
So which super teams could possibly happen now? Well, we've got to start with Steph Curry and LeBron James. But Underdog is an amazing way to make this NBA offseason more interesting. I have now been playing WNBA picks since their season is back. With Pick'em, you pick higher or lower, your favorite game or whatever players are going to watch that night. And now they've got a new game called Streaks. You start with 2 picks. You get those right. If you stack on 9 more, you can 1,000x your money. So let's get your streaks off right today. First up, Rakea Jackson, lower on her points and boards. And then Nafisa Collier, higher on her points and boards. Pretty simple. And best of luck if you were tailing those picks. Check out this updated map to see if Underdog is available in your area. Use my code AMHOOPS. You get up to $250 in bonus cash and a special free pick. That is promo code AMHOOPS. We know Dubs owner Joe Lacob called to get LeBron at the trade deadline last year, which told us 2 things that are still true. Steph totally on board playing with LeBron even before they did the night-night together. And number 2, there must have been some info about LeBron wanting to leave. We know the Lakers are a mess. Maybe he's unhappy. I mean, 2 of the top 4 players at the Olympics were Lakers, but they're still a mess. I would rank them LeBron 1, followed by Steph because of what he did in the final 2 games, KD a close 3rd, and AD number 4. The Brow has changed his game since he stopped shooting jumpers and got in shape. So why aren't the Lakers dominating? Because LeBron better enjoy Team USA because it's back to Cam Reddish, Gabe Vincent, Jalen Hood, Schifino, and D'Angelo Russell. Sad but true. And even worse, someone compared D'Lo to Steph Curry and he humbly agreed. I am sorry, that is delusional. But let's be honest, the Warriors are also a mess. They struck out on every big name this summer. First Paul George, then Lauri Markkanen. At some point, will Curry get impatient? No, he is a Warrior for life. But did you hear this insane quote he gave during Team USA camp? It's always my goal to retire as a Warrior, and I'm saying that sitting in this chair right now, but life, especially in the NBA, and it's a wild environment and things change quickly. What? Look, I know Warrior fans are gonna go at me in the comments. I am just literally showing you what the man said. Do not kill me. But no, I could not see him leaving. I couldn't even see LeBron and Steph celebrating together a couple years ago. Remember 2015 through 2018? Finals every year. Hated each other. I'm talking LeBron putting Steph's name on a tombstone at a party. Steph made fun of LeBron's silly workout dance at a wedding and had Bron's teammate Kyrie cracking up. But here we are. So how do they get together? Honestly, I kind of like Nick Wright's suggestion because it gets them on a 3rd team. Neither guy is flipping to help the enemy. It's a neutral place. But Nick Wright was wrong about one thing. He forgot the most important trade piece. So the Spurs get LeBron and Steph plus Bronny James. That is what Nick Wright missed. The Lakers get Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes, 2 great picks. Warriors get Devin Vassell, Zach Collins, Sissoko, and 2 great picks. Now Bronny has to be in this deal. There is no way that LeBron puts his reputation on the line to get Bronny and then doesn't fulfill the dream. You might say that's too little for Golden State to give up Steph. All Golden State gets is the best young player in the trade and 2 picks. But if dude wants to team up with LeBron, it kills trade value. I can't imagine how crazy Wemby, LeBron, Steph, and CP3, coached by Greg Popovich, would be. But the next super team is Kevin Durant and Anthony Edwards. Y'all remember in the playoffs when Ant hit a 3 in Durant's face and talked trash all the way down? He yelled at KD, "What'd I say? What the F I say? Yeah!" But all KD could do was smile. I love this kid. Ant on the basketball court is like Durant on Twitter. No one gives a F. But this goes way back. KD made his NBA debut when Ant was 6 years old. Soon after, Ant went to his very first NBA game, December 23rd, 2008. Thunder in Atlanta. Probably a Christmas present for little Anthony Edwards. That day, KD became his idol. Then, Durant gets injured before Team USA camp and has to come off the bench to play with Ant. It was a dream come true. Their games complemented each other so well. But how real is this? How much would Ant actually want to play with KD?
One of the things that people always ask me is, okay, well, what super teams are coming out of here? Who's whispering at their dinners like we're going to team up together? Guys, Ant Edwards, he is trailing Kevin Durant around like a big brother. Like literally Ant gets off the bus with Durant before practice, like Ant is standing next to Durant. Ant cannot get enough of him.
And the feeling is mutual. So how do they team up? I think the most realistic option is KD going to Minnesota. The problem is the salary cap. In fact, most of these trades are impossible to make with the new CBA. If you're over the second apron, you basically can't do deals. Phoenix and the Wolves are over. So instead of some wild impossible deal, I will just say, a third team would need to get them who has cap space, or they have to wait until somebody becomes a free agent to take less money. I mean, I think if anything, the Olympics made guys want to play with Anthony Edwards even more. They got to experience how fun it is to be around him in the locker room and on the court. I mean, if not KD, maybe some other all-star is gonna go to Minnesota after Gobert and Cat move on one day because of these Olympics. But the third super team here is something we've already seen. There's a chance playing with Steph Curry under Steve Kerr made Kevin Durant miss the old days. It was obviously a terrible decision to leave the Warriors in the first place. His career has been a dysfunctional mess ever since. Even KD's own mom admitted they'd have won 20 titles if he stayed. This stat blew my mind. Steph and KD together, 3-0 in elimination games on the Warriors, 4-0 together at the 2010 World Cup, and 3-0 again on the Olympics. Their backs are against the wall. Steph and KD together do not lose. A perfect 10-0. Now this would not be like going to Golden State back in 2016. The Warriors now are in trouble. KD would be the savior. It might even help validate the 2 championships that he won before. But I do not want to leave out the young guys outside of Anthony Edwards. I mean, if the Suns implode this year or next, who knows what happens with Devin Booker? Steve Kerr went out of his way to praise Book. Literally, like the press conference was over and Steve Kerr said, wait, none of you guys asked me about Devin Booker. And then he went on and on about how great he was. Also, remember when I said a third team would have to take some of these guys? Why not the Heat? These stars just played with Bam Adebayo for Eric Spoelstra as an assistant coach. Stars love to go to Miami. But if any of this happens, I guarantee we will hear that their time together at the 2024 Olympics is where it all started. But no doubt, somebody in the comments by now is reminding me of when I called Steph Curry basically a role player. He wasn't playing well at the time, then he popped off, made me look like an idiot, but I officially apologized, and I predict who's gonna make Team USA in 2028 when gold is not gonna come that easy.